That's just a whole lot of big, wild country out ahead of us. This Devil's Racetrack Trail. Actually one of my very favorite trails to climb. And we round up total 41.54 miles with 3,258 feet of vertical. So good for you, and so worth it. Oh, end of the line. Hey everyone, MinerBiker here. It is a very chilly morning, December 1st, 2020, out here in the San Rafael Swell at Justinson Flat. We're out here to do what should be a pretty big, epic ride if we're able to do all of it today. Not riding one particular trail, we're actually going to be trying to ride kind of three main things. Gonna try and loop all the way around the Eva Conover trail, the Devil's Racetrack trail, and the Eagle Canyon trail. Should be about a 40-mile loop. We're gonna try and do the whole thing today. We'll see how it goes. Conditions should be pretty good. Got the Kings Peak fat bike. It's the best thing out here. So yeah, we're gonna try and do that whole big loop today. We'll see how it goes. Hopefully we can stay warm because it's cold out here. It's probably about 20 degrees. Alright, so we're descending down the Eagle Canyon access trail from Justinson Flat down to Eagle Canyon. Not videoing a whole lot of this just because this will all be on the Eagle Canyon video, which should have been the last one posted before this. A little bit of wind chill. It'd be nice to get down here and climb out the other side, get the blood pumping again. It's chilly descending down into here. We're coming into the bottom of the canyon. So to the right is the main Eagle Canyon road trail through the canyon. To the left, going down canyon to the north, is all wilderness area, so don't go there. And then this climbs us back up and out the east side of the canyon to the Eva Conover trail. You might be able to see on the camera, I got set up to haul 2 extra water bottles on the sides of the fork up there at the front. A little extra dog water for a real long day like this. Makes the front end feel a little heavy, but you really don't notice too much of a difference since it kind of feels that way anyways with the big wheels. A little tricky climbing to get up that. start of the Eva Conover Trail. See what the sign says. Basically, this sign right here tells us that this Eva Conover Trail runs through all wilderness areas. So it's wilderness on both sides. You got the Eagle Canyon Wilderness on the west side, the Coal Wash Wilderness on the east side, and then Sid's Mountain Wilderness is to the north. So this trail and Coal Wash and Devil's Racetrack out here on the north side of the freeway are all surrounded by wilderness. So it's very important to stay on the approved trails with any form of mechanized travel. If you see something off to the side you want to go check out, hike. Or if you have a horse, you can ride a horse. That's just a whole lot of big, wild country out ahead of us. Dropping down here into the South Fork of Coal Wash. Whole lot of big country. Tower there straight ahead. All this nice sand that fat bike doesn't even care about. I just love fat bike in the sand. Big old cool cliff. Oh, desert varnish on it. That's a whole lot of rock right there. Well, those big sandstone cliffs. Get here in the swell, and then same stuff in Navajo sandstone, kind of southern Utah, like Zion and the Grand Staircase. That's pretty landscape. Cool back in here, and a little side canyon trail loops around through. These nice rugged cliffs, a bunch of the Douglas firs on them that are out here in the swell. Little side canyon here is gorgeous with all the Douglas firs hanging on the ledges. Morning sun hitting the tops of the cliffs up there. Just beautiful. That old fat bike do its thing. Up into the sunshine. Whew. Back around out of that little side canyon. Look. That's quite a cliff off down there in the cold wash. This is the South Fork of Cold Wash that we're dropping into. You can see there's been people with four-wheelers and side-by-sides and stuff in riding up into that wash, which they're not supposed to. It is not an approved route. It's too bad stuff like that could get these routes, these approved routes taken away. Rare to have wilderness areas that still have approved motorized, mechanized trails in them. Some of these ones out here at the Swell do. But that's contingent upon those of us who use them to be respectful of the wilderness area that surrounds it and only stay on the approved route. Far too often you get a couple people who won't respect that, and they'll end up getting it taken away from everybody. we're down in Coal Wash now, just coming through this little side canyon that we dropped into, out into the main South Fork. Even with as dry as it's been this year, there's still springs down here in Coal Wash. Some nice cold water, huh, doggies? Nice to see that even on such a dry year, there's still a substantial amount of water down in here. So from Justinson Flat there to the bottom of Eva Conover here in the South Fork of Coal Wash is about 10 miles. So now we're gonna head on down northwards down this fork of Coal Wash down to the fork itself, and then we'll turn back to the east in the North Fork of Coal Wash up to the bottom of Devil's Racetrack. Should be about another 10 miles from the bottom of Eva Conover to the bottom of Devil's Racetrack, according to Google Earth. Pretty much just 10 miles of this, just cruising in the canyon through these beautiful cliffs. 10 miles of this would suck on a normal bike that's bogging into the gravel and sand, but shouldn't be too bad on the fatty. Nice to have that water for the dogs too, and I can hang on to the water I'm packing for later for them or for me. Nice they were able to water up there. Whew. That little bit of water there. That stuff really smells of sulfur. Feels like rotten eggs. Oh, it's strong. Oh, that is strong. Oh, about gag you. Get right through it. The ice is thick enough to. Nice. Mostly held up. We cracked into it just a little. Alright, it'll wash and wear off. Most of this ice is strong enough to hold the fat bike, which is nice. Kept the tires mostly dry. Crack a little. Oh, the conditions out here are so good right now. Driving on a regular bike, the sand would still be tough, although it's not near as bad as it would have been without the snow a couple weeks ago. On a fat bike especially, it's about as good a conditions as you ever get out here. It's sandy. Alrighty, after about 6.5 miles, cruising down the South Fork of Coal Wash from the bottom of Eva Conover, we made it to the Coal Wash Fork. Off to the left is down Coal Wash. Now it'll take you out, connect you out out to the roads that'll take you back over to the town of Farron and the highway and civilization. But why on earth would we want to go that way? We can go this way. So this is up the North Fork of Coal Wash. This will take us on back up to the bottom of the Devil's Racetrack. Should be about 3 miles or so up here. Again, like I said before, all this out in here, wilderness area on both sides. So come down Eva Conover and that South Fork. We had the Eagle Canyon Wilderness was on the left, the west side. The Coal Wash Wilderness was on the right, east side. So now in this North Fork, the Coal Wash is still on the right side. Now we got Sid's Mountain Wilderness on the left, north side. Whether you're a bicycle user or a motorized user out here, whatever it may be, please respect these wilderness areas. It's kind of cool, big old rock section. So this fork of Coal Wash gets a little more traffic than that South Fork, because this is a lot more churned up and looser. This would not be much fun on a regular tired bike. Even on plus tires, this would be a little tough. Fat bike just going. Nice and steady. Pretty down through here with all the cottonwood trees. We're really big, really old. We've been out here in the desert a long time. There to the left, there's a little sign, a little fence. You obviously can't ride or drive up in there because that's wilderness area. But up in there is the historical ZCMI mine site, the third old copper mine out here in the swell. So there's the 3 copper mines: Copper Globe, Sorrel Mule, and ZCMI. That's where that one is. You can walk up into there. It's just a short little hike. We won't go there today. As you see, my mine's pretty cool though. It's nothing big, but there's 2 open tunnels. One goes in a fair bit. A couple other little digs that don't go anywhere. And then there remains of one old rock building. It's an interesting old site there. Alrighty, here's the bottom of the Devil's Racetrack. So, Coal Wash Trail keeps going up the canyon. Devil's Racetrack turns up here to the right and climbs on back up towards I-70. I am gonna stop here for people and dog lunch. In case anyone's wondering, we're at 20.7 miles right now. Whew. So probably about halfway. Alrighty, that's lunch. Fed and watered the dogs. Up Devil's Racetrack we go. I'm not gonna video a whole lot going up Devil's Racetrack just because I've already done a video just for Devil's Racetrack. If you haven't seen that, check it out. It'll be up in the cards in the upper right hand corner of this video. Holy freak! Ah! Almost made it. Yeah, if you haven't seen my Devil's Racetrack video, or if you just want to see it again, check that out. Devil's Racetrack Trail. It's actually one of my very favorite trails to climb. You know, it's a four-wheeler trail and it's got sandy spots. I really enjoy getting a kick out of this challenge of climbing anything. It's just got so much just ledgy, chunky climbing, which I really enjoy doing. I'd say a fat bike is handling it like a boss. Sometimes I wish I had a little faster engagement on the rear hub of this. Haven't splurged on an Onyx fat bike hub yet. This trail's fun to come down to. It's fun just out and back. So I think it's fun. It's not everybody's type of riding, that's for sure. This is the toughest, most technical part of Devil's Racetrack. This little skinny ridgeline is super technical. You got North Fork of Coal Wash on one side, South Fork of Coal Wash on the other side, and just this chunky strip of rock in between. cleaned this section before on my other bike. I don't know about on this one. Well, didn't get it clean, but really wasn't expecting to on this bike with my legs already pretty tired. Coming past Dutchman Arch here, pretty much up to the end of Devil's Racetrack. Stop here at the arch for a little break. So this underpass under the freeway here marks the end of Devil's Racetrack. We are right at 30 miles here, 3/4 of the way down, 10 miles about to go. We're going to cross under the freeway here and then hop on the main road over to the Swayze cabin and then into Eagle Canyon back to Justin's Flat. Really sandy in here. Good old fat bike. On the main road, cruising to Swayze cabin. Over there at the base of the cliff straight ahead. Well, the dogs are still doing pretty good considering we've come 31 miles. Of course, it's really good dog conditions out here. Not too rocky, mostly just sand and dirt. And the most important thing is it's cool. It's not hot. The heat's what gets dogs more than anything else. We're at the Swayze cabin. It's the parking lot. Cabin's up there to the left. You can see more stuff about the cabin. Everything in the Eagle Canyon video. Just gonna continue on this way in Eagle Canyon. Once again, just like at the start, not gonna video a ton for this ride in Eagle Canyon just because it's already got its own video. Alrighty, down into Eagle Canyon we go. Chilly down there in the shady canyon. A little bit of a north breeze blowing. It's rifling straight up into our face. Full brisk. Probably not going to get a whole lot more sun today. Come on, legs. Eagle Canyon Arch. Whew! Look, we might get just a hair of sunshine for a minute. Coming up on the freeway bridges. Well, we made it through Eagle Canyon. There to the right, the way we went this morning. Went back up this way, back to Justinson Flat. Oh man, my legs are not looking forward to this climb. Almost there. It's the last climb right here. It's steep. Come on, legs. Keep pedaling. We made her up and out. I go 3 blocks on the freeway and we're there. ride. What a ride. Oh, puppies, I don't know what you guys think, but I vote we call her good for the day. Well, everyone, made her back. Completed the mission I wanted to do. Been wanting to try and ride that big loop, string all those trails together for a while. Finally did it. Conditions were about as good as they're gonna get. Fat bike absolutely killed it like it always does out here. And we round up total 41.54 miles with 3,258 feet of vertical. So, pretty decent ride, I reckon. And I had the easy part. These two had to run the whole time. Needless to say, not only are these the toughest dogs I've ever even heard of. Look at them, they're not even really that tired. But they've definitely earned themselves a whole bunch of kibble when they get home, a treat when they get home, maybe a couple treats, definitely some paw wax to soothe some tired, sore paws, and just such good dogs. It completes the experience by having them along. It wouldn't be nearly the same without them, not only for their company, but just it adds to my joy and pleasure of being here by seeing how happy they are to be along, and they absolutely love it. So anyways, thanks everybody for watching. Make sure you check out the other videos that will be linked in the upper right hand corner of this one for Eagle Canyon and Devil's Racetrack. Make sure to check out them. And yeah, thanks everybody for watching. If you've subscribed, thank you so much. If you haven't, I invite you to do so. It really helps. It means a lot. And yeah, keep digging out new places to ride.